Russia has started work to increase the range of the P-800 Onyx sea and land-based supersonic cruise missile to 1,000 kilometers, and analysts have said that Russia's upgrade of the Onyx could prove significant for India, as the Indian Brahmos missile is based on the Onyx. Brahmos Aerospace has already extended the range of the Brahmos missile from 290 kilometers to 500 kilometers and is working on a 800 kilometers and 1,500 kilometers range version of the system that can be launched from land, water and air. The long range would be achieved by optimizing the cruise performance of the missile's ramjet engine and through the use of composites to reduce missile weight, facilitating enhanced fuel load and increase in speed. Private sector firm Edith Defence Systems is developing an artificial intelligence-enabled autonomous electric helicopter drone known as Shadow Mark-3. It is a high-lift near-silent single-rotor drone that has a wingspan of 2 meters, and it uses sensor fusion technology. The Shadow Mark-3 will have an endurance of around 60 minutes and will provide real-time intelligence surveillance and multi-mission reconnaissance capabilities. The single-rotor design enables vertical takeoff and precise landing in confined spaces. The Shadow Mark-3 is also designed for easy payload integration and field maintenance. Mazagon Dock Shipbuilders is developing a midget submarine known as MS-X02A, which is a fully equipped stealth-based platform with minimal acoustic and electromagnetic signatures that will support both ship-launched and independent operations in shallow and deep waters for covert military operations. It will feature an integrated state-of-the-art sonar, GPS inertial navigation system and communication systems, and will be used to land a combat swimmer team covertly on a hostile shore to conduct missions against enemy port or target vessels. The Indian Navy has reinitiated the program to buy 6 more Boeing P-8I long-range maritime reconnaissance aircraft from the US under a multi-billion-dollar government-to-government deal, which had stalled after the expiry of the price offer on 31 July. The Indian Navy chief has said that a restated letter of offer and acceptance has been sought from the US government, as it is looking to procure 6 more P-8I maritime patrol aircraft that will have Kamkasa-protected equipment, which is much more advanced and secure. The Indian Institute of Technology Ropar has signed an agreement with the Army Training Command for setting up a joint center of excellence that will focus on emerging areas of research and technology like information warfare, quadcopters and drones, medium and light weaponry, missile technologies, body armor, hypersonic applications, and energy-directed weapons. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh has said that India has started work on its second indigenous aircraft carrier, and this statement comes after Navy Chief's interview, in which he said that the Navy was considering a repeat order for INS Vikrant to capitalize on the expertise gained by Cochin Shipyard Limited and other ancillary industries that had come up in the process. The chairman of Cochin Shipyard had said recently that if the next carrier is similar to INS Vikrant in terms of platform size and scale, and certain adjustments are made to add the emerging weapon technologies, then the second indigenous carrier will take 7 years to be ready.